It's week 3 of the NFL, and
the Vikings defense set to go to work, 2-0. Herbert going to go to the air right away. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
For Williams, there are the numbers from a week ago. 4 catches, 62 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And Eckler is going to pick up a Chargers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Herbert now. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there was Donald Parham, and it's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And look at this defense for the Vikings. They were quite formidable. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Give that sack to the linebacker, Jayon Brown. The Viking defense back out for this next drive. Nothing on the scoreboard for either side here. 0-0 in the opening quarter as this next drive gets underway. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw here, Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive.
Set.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down. The Viking defense back out for this next drive. They've got the upper hand in terms of field position as this drive starts inside the offense's 10-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And they'll send Williams in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle with Eckler. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Now it's Herbert. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sean Day in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And on that one, the Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
2nd and 7. On the option, here's Eckler.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Once more, here's Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Herbert. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Shelling Day. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
The Viking defense back out for this next drive.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. So we have reached, and we will.
The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive. They're in the ball game, but could use a stop here, trailing in this 3rd quarter as this next drive starts 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So they were down by a.
The Viking defense back out for this next drive.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive.
This is a counter play, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Open man, it's Palmer.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert.
That's again complete to Palmer.
And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Eckler now between the tackles, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released
Viking defense back out for this next drive. They'll be seeking a stop here for sure in the third. On first down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On the give, this is Eckler. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from the 37, here's a second down and 4. Herbert now. Pass complete to Palmer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert off of play action. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to work. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football. The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track, and they try to close this one out here in the 4th. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll try the air now with Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. The handoff, it's Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Herbert. to drop it for the 7th time this game.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out.
The Viking defense back out for this next drive. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Josh Palmer
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory.
It's week 4 of
the Vikings defense ready to get rolling again. 3-0 day on the new year. A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC Chance, it's Miles Sanders. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. Pretty nice effort.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Another run with Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try to throw now. Young. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now Young. And Sanders has got it complete. A little juke. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a first down.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock.
Young loses it.
sequence 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost...
The Viking defense back out for this next drive. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first down.
Off the play fake, Young.
He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo.
A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
On the draw, here's Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 17-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
They'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's Young. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Laviska Shenault,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers have cut it back with it. The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive.
Here we go. Ready.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Young will set to throw. He's got Mingo. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Young. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Watch out now. 50, ready?
It'll be Young again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled? And based on my math,
the Viking defense back out for this next drive. They hold the lead here in this third quarter, but every drive important in a one-score game as this one begins 1st and 10 here. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Young. Forced out to his left. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive.
Here we go. Set.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Young working out of the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just... The Viking defense back out for this next drive.
Down.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Right back to Hubbard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ready.
Young on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, someone's closing it.
The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive. They've been the better of the two sides so far. They've got the 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they try to see this one through to the finish. Young's throw pulled in by Marshall. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
In trouble here, and down he goes, back at the 8-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here is third and quite a ways.
Ready?
Throwing, Young. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not... The Viking defense back out for this next drive.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Young now. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
That throw by Young incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Young to throw it. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Young to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive.
Set. Ready.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They decipher.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Young from the shotgun. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Here now, 3rd down. To throw, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. The Viking defense back out for this next drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10, Young.
That's to Marshall on the quick slant.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Ready?
A first down throw for Young. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a gain of 7.
Here is Young.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Young looks to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The play fake. Now Young.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Ready?
It's desperation time. Young on fourth down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They had to go for it with such little time. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.